What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have more reactions. There's been a ton coming out of South by Southwest, and another one that premiered, another movie that I'm thoroughly anticipating is The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy just premiered over at South by Southwest, and a lot of people have been giving their reaction. But before we go ahead and cover these, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click that bell. That way you're notified every single time we upload, especially if you like this type of content. That would be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into these reactions for The Fall Guy. The first one we have comes from Sean Chandler saying, "The Fall Guy is an absolute blast, a real crowd pleaser. It's constantly funny, filled with memorable action set pieces, and at its core, romantic. The movie is a celebration of movie making and in particular, stuntmen. Can't wait to watch again with my wife." Seems like a great date night movie, but we've got the Hollywood Handle here saying, "The Fall Guy is David Leitch's best movie yet. Amazing performances by Gosling and Emily Blunt. Impeccable soundtrack with killing songs, non-stoppable action, hilarious scenes, and obviously fun cameos. Pure badass action." Now, I just want to say, them saying that is David Leitch's best movie yet isn't something that you just throw out. While he has not made a John Wick 4, I mean, he's responsible for films like Bullet Train, Atomic Blonde, and Deadpool 2. These are real crowd pleasers, so the fact that people are willingly saying that this is his best work yet seems extremely positive and makes me way more excited for the movie than I already was. We've got Tessa Smith from Mama's Geeky though over here saying, "The Fall Guy is pure adrenaline from start to finish. The stunts are absolutely insane, as they should be. Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt have great chemistry, but it's the humor and needle drops that make this something special. Best use of Taylor Swift's All Too Well." Now, I love how already off the bat, multiple of these reviews have made a point and emphasized that the movie's stunts are crazy and that they take it seriously. This is directed by a previous stuntman, someone who's been in that game for a really long time. And apparently this movie shines a light on those unsung heroes a lot, and that's so great to see, considering we don't have things like Academy nominations for these people when there clearly should be. And the fact that David Leitch took it upon himself to make a movie, a big blockbuster led by people like Gosling and Emily Blunt, about stuntmen is just, it's something that really makes me happy. But we've got Josh Harowitz here saying, "The Fall Guy is one of the best action comedies in years. If Tropic Thunder, Lethal Weapon, and Fletch had a baby, this is it. Pure entertainment. Somehow Ryan Gosling is even better in this than Barbie. Sorry, not sorry." Those are extremely big words, and I'll hold him up to that. But the next one we got comes from Ethan Simi saying, "The Fall Guy is exactly what you want out of a big action rom-com. Iconic Ryan Gosling humor mixed with Emily Blunt's undeniable on-screen charisma, epic stunts, and a self-awareness that keeps things light and fresh. We got to get Gosling in more comedies because he is so good." Now, I don't know what this guy's been watching, but Gosling has done plenty of comedies in his day. I mean, Crazy Stupid Love, The Big Short, The Nice Guys, Lars the Real Girl. He just did Barbie. I mean, I don't know how familiar this guy is with the work, but the next one we got comes from Scott Menzel saying, "The Fall Guy is fucking awesome. David Leitch's love letter to the stunt community. It's the most fun you will have at the movies all year. Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt are so damn great together. Oh, and the use of Taylor Swift's All Too Well was absolutely brilliant." That's the second person to say that, so I will be definitely looking forward to that noodle drop. The next one we got here comes from Frederick Newty saying, "The Fall Guy is made for movie lovers. A ton of references, a huge massive tip to the hat to stunt teams who make these movies possible. Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt are hilarious. Cinephiles are going to love this. Filmmaking is art, and this movie highlights that." I love to hear stuff like that. But we got Dancing Dan over here saying, shamelessly romantic about the movies, love, and especially stunt work. The Fall Guy is Hollywood action spectacle at its badass best. Hilarious and swoon-worthy. Blunt and Gosling shine like the white-hot movie stars they are. 10 out of 10. Taylor Swift needle drop. That's the third person to bring that up. I mean, you're setting the expectation pretty high for that needle drop. But we've got a really big one here coming from Perry Nimroff saying, the Fall Guy is a movie making lover's dream. One heaping and hugely joyful dose of action and adventure fueled by a deep love and appreciation for cinema and the wildly talented human beings and stunt dogs who make it possible. Impeccably paced, super thrilling, and loaded with the best kind of wildly charming star power. It works on every single level, but I'm just totally floored by the utter delight I felt watching an extremely well executed movie designed to celebrate stunt performers and all the unsung heroes in this industry. A contender for the best of SXSW 2024 and best of the year. Those are huge words to say, and honestly, I'm so thrilled for this movie. I've already got tickets booked for an early screening, so I mean, I'll begin a review as soon as possible. But we've got another one coming from Steven over at Collider saying, absolutely loved The Fall Guy. Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling are tremendous and have such great chemistry. The film is a love letter to the stunt community, the people that make movies, and is also one of the most entertaining movies you'll see this year. David Lee crushed it. Love to hear that. Brian Sudfield here says, The Fall Guy is what we love to see in a big action rom-com and further showcases why comedic Ryan Gosling never disappoints. His chemistry with Emily Blunt is electric. The stunt work is outstanding. This acts as not only a celebration to stuntmen, but a crew as a whole. We're going to end the video off with about 3 more reactions, and then I'll post obviously like a collage of any that I missed for you guys to pause and read. But yeah, guys, the next one we have comes from 𝙭𝙚𝙚. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but they say The Fall Guy is fantastic. The action is great. Blunt and Gosling have amazing chemistry, and it's hysterically funny. The Fall Guy is a must-see that I would recommend to absolutely anyone. I found a new favorite comedy I can't wait to rewatch over and over. The next one we have comes from Ed Travis saying, adored The Fall Guy. An action cinema fan's dream and love letter to stunt professionals. The energy of the film is off the hook with great old school action, jokes a mile a minute, countless action movie references, and sparks flying between Gosling and Blunt. The last one we got comes from Randy saying, The Fall Guy is like a stuntman Sunset Boulevard that nails its juggling of tributing stunt artists, a cute and refreshing rom-com, and delivering a well-crafted action flick with ambitious set pieces. Ryan Gosling's comic game still undefeated AF. And guys, this sounds amazing. There were some reactions that I wasn't able to cover. Pause the screen right now if you guys want to read them. But yeah, this sounds like an absolute blast. My expectations for this weren't that high. I mean, I was thoroughly excited for it because usually any project that Gosling is attached to tends to be really great, and that's just a proven track record. But I honestly, after the trailers, just saw this as a simple action flick with a little romance, something to watch with a date or stuff popcorn in your mouth. But it seems like it is a real tribute to the stunt people, to people that work on movies. It's hilarious. The romance is great, the chemistry is great, the set pieces are awesome, and honestly, I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that a movie can actually shed light on those people, on those unsung heroes, especially a movie on this type of scale with, you know, those 2 stars. That's just so important, and I feel like if anything, this movie might start that train and a renaissance for us to get stunt categories in the Academy, in these large kind of award shows for Hollywood. That's all I can hope. But you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys thought about these reactions, the Fall Guy trailer. How excited are you? What are your expectations going into this movie? Will you watch it? Will you not? I don't know. Leave it in the comments below. I love discussing with you guys down there. And if you've made it this far, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most importantly, click that bell. Helps out the channel a ton. But other than that, guys, it's been your boy 𝙋𝙀🙬, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.